I went to this bizarre party once in the Hollywood Hills with Chappelle. It's wild. It's like a total eyes wide shut party. I said to Dave, I'm like, this is crazy. This is so bizarre. He goes, man, I never want to be that famous.
I hit up this odd party once in the Hollywood Slopes with Chappelle. Looks wild. It resembles an all-out eyes wide shut party. I said to DV, I'm like, this is insane. This is so odd, man. I never need to be that renowned. They believed me should prick my blood to get into the party part. I don't observe Halloween. Yet, like, I simply didn't have the foggiest idea about specific things I realize. Now let me say it like that. So many have utilized these as a framework for ethics and morals. And for social orders, as October starts off Hollywood's best, are preparing to release their innovativeness for Halloween ensembles. They're not tossing parties, they're putting on legendary exhibitions, from diverting ghostly energies to rejuvenating famous characters. Yet as the creepy season gravitates toward, there are murmurs regarding a few rather puzzling ceremonies at Hollywood Halloween gatherings. And this thought is additionally upheld by Joe Rogan. Hit up this unusual party once in the Hollywood Slopes with Chappelle. Dave, resembles you need to hit up this party with me. It's Naomi Campbell's birthday. And disdain those things, gracious Joe. Come on, Joe Rogan is a commonly recognized name for MMA devotees, with north of 10 years of involvement as the UFC's variety reporter. He's an old pro, yet Joe's gifts don't stop there. He's a comic with a strong history and a previous television have parody. Is his space too, with a gigantic following. His web recording, The Joe Rogan Experience, has a huge number of faithful audience members, and even tangled the best position on Spotify's top digital broadcast list. With this sort of foundation, there's no big surprise he knows such a lot of who can determine what he probably seen needed the digital broadcast to be sound just enough. My supervisor was like, think about the Elon Musk second. When Elon Musk is partaking in weed enormous, that is a viral second, during an episode of JRE. Joe Rogan had a cordial gathering with his long-term buddy and previous JRE maker, Brian Redban. These old pals shared stories and exchanged stories of their experiences. Joe dove into the subject of how Los Angeles resembles no other spot in the whole US, and he even entertained the crowd with his encounters at a birthday slam tossed by the renowned model and entertainer Naomi Campbell. For the individuals who don't know, Naomi Campbell additionally stood out as truly newsworthy for her relationship with Iron Mike Tyson. As per Rogan, that party was downright odd. I hit up this odd party once in the Hollywood Slopes with Chappelle. Diaz, resembles you need to hit up this party with me. It's Naomi Campbell's birthday. And disdain those things, gracious Joe. Come on, Rogan. Got going, portraying his experience of law, expressing, carrying on with your life in law, can be genuinely horrendous for the psycho. There could be no weather conditions. Everybody's attempting to get popular. And you're additionally managing these odd individuals. He then, at that point, moved to portraying the strange party he had been to act as an illustration of the insane things around law. The previous military craftsman expressed, I hit up this odd party once in the Hollywood Slopes with Chappelle. Rogan likewise depicted how he wound up at the party, reviewing that they were hanging out at the store they did sets. And Dave was like, need to hit up this party with me. I got out, whatever is it? He said it's Naomi Campbell's birthday. The previous trepidation component have uncovered that at first he wasn't excessively excited about the thought, yet Chappelle endured and ultimately persuaded him to go. Rogan started to illustrate the extreme party, saying that they advanced toward this party, and they ended up in a lift with Demi Moore. Heading up the side of this slope is this outside lift. You stand on it, and it takes you up. He additionally referenced men that the party was clamoring with other notable visitors, including Demi Moore and Lenny Kravitz. High as __. We get on a lift with Demi Moore. Demi Moore is there, and Lenny Kravitz is there, and Naomi Campbell. And Naomi Campbell is presenting. And he's like many photographic artists, like Rogan proceeded to unveil some more party subtleties, relating Naomi Campbell was pausing dramatically And there were like 10 photographic artists around her continually blazing those splendid lights to catch her photographs. He even concocted, with a fitting name for the luxurious occasion, drawing motivation from Tom Cruise's popular film, saying it seemed like a total eyes wide shut party. Rogan was presumably a cycle awkward. Under those conditions, he cited his own words, which he had addressed Chappelle. Dave, this is insane. This is odd. He additionally expressed Chappelle's funny answer, expressing, man, I never need to be that renowned. Rogan chuckled. While expressing his next words, he expressed his own answer to Chappelle, saying, hello MFE, you are the most celebrity here. Joe additionally uncovered that he needed to support Chappelle about being the most celebrity at the party, since he would have rather not accepted it. Well, Joe may be abnormal to spill every bit of relevant information. Yet many proof recommend that Hollywood's gatherings might be only evil customs. To comprehend this, Tyers Gibson has as of late voiced worries about what he depicts as evil PE in media outlets. He's guaranteed that even a portion of the business, most cherished characters, are associated with endeavors to standardize evil. Since they are attempting to standardize Satan, they are attempting to pop they Satan as on the principal stage at Grant shows. And in each video and signs and images, the 1995 secret film, the typical suspects added an advanced curve to a vile saying initially ascribed to French writer Charles Baudelaire. As portrayed in the film, the best stunt Satan at any point pulled was persuading the world he didn't exist. From that point forward, the media business has gone through a change in its systems. As opposed to preventing the presence from getting Satan, a few types of media currently transparently celebrate and extol Lucifer. Since they are attempting to standardize Satan, they are attempting to populate in the past. Certain performers have raised worries about the presence of dim impacts inside our social organizations. Anyway, in a video interview from May, performer and entertainer Tyrese Gibson energetically communicated his perspectives about Hollywood's clear obsession with Satan in spite of the apparent impact of malicious in Hollywood. Tyrese stressed that he by stayed undaunted in his convictions, with a solid dependence on God assuming a critical part in each part of his life. Tyrese got out, whatever I will tell anyone who is in it. You might not have your injuries work out there in the open, yet welcome God, and God at times needs consent to get in. He made sense of there is no attractive, there is no relationship, there is serious stuff, there is no appeal, no magnetism, there is no resume that might have removed me from it. The Master Jesus Christ gets all the credit for what he did. It's obvious that Tyrese is a firm devotee to God in the wake of sharing his own encounters and how God plays had a vital impact in his life. He then, at that point, tended to the ethical downfall he finds in Hollywood. The present status of media outlets can be compactly portrayed as adherents. We ought to go the remainder of our life attempting to sort out God. That ought to be a never-ending chase. Recently, the non-paired vocalist-lyricist Sam Smith overwhelmed the Grammy stage. They conveyed a presentation of their tune, Unholy, while shaking a red demon horned formal hat and a smooth plastic outfit. The presentation overflowed with well-known mysterious and gothic energies. Yet it additionally worked up a tempest of analysis for what some saw as the advancement of sinister symbolism. Connivance scholars went all in, guaranteeing that this exhibition was no conventional show except for an all-out Hollywood tip-top evil ceremony. Their alleged objective to pull off some sort of moral trick on society by conditioning and baiting in the more youthful age. Quite recently, another internet-based ruckus had people in a free-for-all with claims that the design brand Balenciaga was covertly attached to CT and evil ceremony. This is all that you want to be familiar with the Balenciaga Kitty Crusade. Pictures of children holding bears wearing BDSM clothing. This craze followed a mission by Balenciaga that caused a commotion, including pictures of youngsters holding teddy bear sacks, apparently decked out in some fairly naughty fixation, where these occurrences are only a glimpse of something larger. With regards to sinister paranoid fears, they join a rundown that incorporates the 2014 Hampstead Lyon instance of bogus cases about an evil PE ring working in a North London school, and the infamous Quanon development, where adherents are persuaded that Satan-revering elites are determined to hold on to control of society different models. Incorporate popular television has lip service and evilness, as per Tyrese during the conversation with enormous kids local Gibson. Proposed Ed that one strategy to battle the developing unhappiness was to openly recognize the positive effect that Jesus has had on one's life. Tyrese said, "We want to quit dealing with our relationship with Jesus like the little mate that you converse with before you hit the hay around evening time, and not be more vocal pretty much everything that God means to us. And everything that God has brought us through it in light of the fact that there's been a ton of minutes that you didn't post about yet. You realize, how did God choose to help me through this?" Tyrese additionally unveiled that individuals and the overall population feel that Hollywood is a spot with the loveliest individuals, like Winfrey, yet truly something different. Tyrese said that their actual countenances are too malevolent to even think about enduring. And when you get to know